The profile is absolutely fucking loaded. That's no real surprise. If Morphogen comes out with anything, you know it's going to be a loaded profile. Profile looks great. What is up, everybody? G here, VP of Content, fitnessperformance.com. Here today for a review on one of our favorite brands, Morphogen Nutrition. This is their Thermogen. This is their quote-unquote pre-cardio powerhouse, and we have to admit that's a good name for this one. We love Morphogen Nutrition here. They make great products, so let's get into the profile, taste, mixability, effectiveness, and let you know if we liked it or not. Let's go. Now, starting off with the profile, I mean, first off, what a surprise. Morphogen has another loaded product here. Let's look at the first ingredient. We have tyrosine at 2 grams. Tyrosine, my favorite ingredient personally as far as nootropics go, commonly found in nootropics because it is a precursor to dopamine, you know, the happy hormone. It has been shown to help with focus under stressful situations. Also may help with thyroid function. Great ingredient, 2 grams, solid dose. Next up, we have acetyl L-carnitine at 2 grams. Carnitine is a very popular fat loss ingredient, although we don't really necessarily like promoting it as a fat loss ingredient. It's usually marketed as an ingredient that helps transport fatty acids to be used as energy. Honestly, a lot of it is hype. What we do like about this one though is they do use the acetyl L-carnitine form, which does cross the blood-brain barrier very well, kind of acts as a nootropic. In our opinion, it's our favorite form of carnitine for the purpose of focus. That's why you see nootropics. 2 grams is a great dose. Next up, we have choline bitartrate at 2 grams. Choline converts acetylcholine in the brain. This is a neurotransmitter, probably the most common ingredient in nootropics. Choline bitartrate, not our favorite form of choline. It does have trouble crossing the blood-brain barrier. Not the worst ingredient to add to this one. And what we do like is that there are 2 grams. Some brands will put like 100 milligrams in there, which is a joke. 2 grams, great dose. We would prefer CTB choline or alpha GPC, but still not awful. Next up, we have Garcinia cambogia. Garcinia cambogia is an ingredient that was made famous by Dr. Oz. We're not huge fans of it here. May help with appetite suppression. But we do have to give them credit for using 1.667 grams in here at a 60% standardization of hydroxycitric acid. That is the active ingredient in Garcinia cambogia. Again, may help with appetite suppression and have some health benefits. Not our favorite, but we do like how there's a solid dose in here, a very strong dose, and a high standardization, so that's good. Next up, we have yerba mate, 1.5 grams. This is a source of caffeine and antioxidants, may help with heart health, energy, appetite suppression. Solid dose there. Next up, we have an exotic stimulant, PEA, or phenylethylamine, at 500 milligrams. This is gonna certainly help you feel good. When combined with the caffeine, it certainly makes for a great experience. This will certainly put you in a great mood. May even make some of you feel euphoric. 500 milligrams is a strong dose. Next up, we have an interesting one. You don't see it too often. 400 milligrams of kava. Kava is known as a natural anxiolytic. Some people say it's like a natural Xanax. We wouldn't go that far. We don't want to compare drugs here, but it's very powerful at like calming you down. You get 400 milligrams in here at 15% standardization. You don't want to take too much of kava. Too much may have, there are some issues like potential liver issues associated with that. You're not going to get it from this, but still don't want to take more than suggested here. Great ingredient, underrated. So we go from PEA is going to make you feel euphoric, powerful, like give you a lot of energy, and then something to mellow you out as well. Moving on, we have cocoa extract from cocoa butyrol. Get 400 milligrams of that in here. This is a source of antioxidants, ECGC, theobromine. This is common in fat loss ingredients. We're not the biggest fan of cocoa butyrol, but we do like that it's in here, and it's actually at a strong dose at 400 milligrams. It does certainly have health benefits. There's no denying that. For fat loss, me and Ryan are like kind of like it may be overhyped for some. Still, good job here. Next up, we have everybody's favorite ingredient, caffeine, in the form of caffeine citrate, so that you get 50% of a standardization of caffeine. So you get 200 milligrams of caffeine in here. That's a modest dose by today's standards. Many fat burners have anywhere from like 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. A lot of them rely on that stimulant. Here, 200 milligrams, solid dose, especially when combined with the PEAs. You don't want too much caffeine. Don't need to go too much into it. It does give you energy, may actually act as an appetite suppressant as well. So 200 milligrams, solid dose. Obviously, we say this every time, caffeine is a very personal ingredient. How it acts for you is gonna depend on your tolerance. Next up, we have theanine, another ingredient similar to, well, not similar to kava. There's an amino acid that can help with calming. You see this in everything these days, from sleep aids to fat burners to pre-workouts. It's meant to combat the potential jitteriness or side effects of stimulants. 200 milligrams is quite a strong dose. Some may or may not like this. That depends on if you like having a calm feeling as you're energized. Kind of counteracts the caffeine. There's a lot of debate on that. We don't see too much of an issue with it. Moving on, we have synephrine, or Advantrazy bitter orange extract, 50% standardization of synephrine. So you're getting 50 milligrams of synephrine. This is a very, very, very mild beta agonist. May help with energy and fat loss when combined with caffeine. 50 milligrams solid dose. Next up, we have something that you're certainly going to feel. GBB, gamma butyrobutane ethyl ester. This is an ingredient that can help with the production, or can raise carnitine levels in the body. Not necessarily amazing for fat loss, but what we do love about it is the side effect of it. That's why we take it. It has a side effect that makes you sweat. Like, nobody knows why, which some people find kind of sketchy. Still, as we've been using for years, we actually do like the ingredient simply because we love sweating. When we're cutting, we kind of like to feel like, we're sweating, especially for something that we take pre-cardio. 50 milligrams is certainly gonna make you sweat. Even if you're just sitting, if you could take this and just sit down and do office work, you'll start to notice like beads of sweat drip down. Next two ingredients are estrogen and bioperin. These are two ingredients that are meant to help with absorption of some of the ingredients. 50 milligrams of estrogen, clinical dose, 5 milligrams of bioperin, that's fine. And finally, we have Rauwolfia vomitoria root bark extract, or this, in other words, is a source of alpha yohimbine. Yohimbine is a pretty common ingredient for fat loss. 90% standardization, so you're getting around a little over 2 milligrams per serving of it. This may cause some people to feel jittery from it. It's at a very mild dose, so even if you take this like 2 days in a row, you'll probably gain a tolerance to it. Yohimbine is an ingredient that some people love or some people hate. Personally, I don't like it. However, the alpha yohimbine, when compared to the yohimbine hydrochloride, doesn't seem to have the same jittery side effects and still has all the fat loss benefits. There are studies showing that yohimbine can help with fat loss, especially when combined with caffeine. So the profile is absolutely fucking loaded. That's no real surprise. If Morphogen comes out with anything, you know it's gonna be a loaded profile. Profile looks great. Did it work? Let's find out. So as for effectiveness, we say this for every fat burner review. Weight loss always comes down to your diet and exercise. Keep it simple. More calories have to go out than come in. So if your diet and exercise routine are not in check, this will do jack shit for you. However, fat burners aren't completely worthless. They may help in certain areas. They can help with energy, appetite suppression, and thermogenesis. That's pretty much what we look for in fat burners. We rate them by those 3 categories. So how did Thermogen do in each of these? Pretty fucking awesome. Energy is certainly there, 200 milligrams, not overpowering. The PEA certainly help, and the alpha yohimbine may play a part in that as well. So you do get a nice boost in energy, nothing overpowering, nothing that's gonna make you be unable to concentrate if you take it before you go to work or anything. So you do certainly get a euphoric feel good, and then that's also kind of like calm down. So you kind of like get a calming feeling as well from the kava and theanine. Certainly good. We love taking this pre-workout, and we'll get into why here in a second. As for appetite suppression, it's there as well. Nothing that's gonna crush your appetite like some do. It gives you appetite control. If you're dieting, temptations are everywhere. We had no problem we could look at fucking cake and be like, nah, looks good, but can't. Appetite suppression, probably the most important category. It lasts long. It's not just from the stimulants. Some of the other ingredients certainly do seem to play a role in there. So appetite suppression, certainly there if you're looking for that. As for the thermogenesis, that's probably the strongest thing here. That's what makes it so fun to take when you're doing cardio. You simply sweat. Alpha yohimbine, caffeine, PEAs, and of course the GBB are all gonna make you feel hot. When you do your cardio, you are certainly gonna be dripping in sweat. That's what we had. That's pretty much why we assume they have pre-cardio Powerhouse. We love taking this pre-cardio. In fact, this is pretty much second to none for that specific purpose. So it works great. One thing we do have to mention though, both me and Ryan, if you take this, just be prepared within 5 to 10 minutes of taking this. Not every time, but many times. This made us go straight to the bathroom right afterwards. Not every time, and it wasn't awful, but it did happen sometimes. So if you're taking this before you go to the gym, take it, wait 5-10 minutes, and then go to the gym. Don't drink it in your car and then go in, because yeah, people are gonna leave that fucking gym. Anyway, effectiveness, awesome. Now we get to flavor. We had the country lemonade. This is the only flavor that they have. It's a good lemonade flavor. Due to we believe it's from the botanicals, there's something in the background that kind of it's there. It doesn't hurt the lemonade necessarily, but it's certainly noticeable. So it's not the tastiest lemonade on the market. So we gave it around a 7.8 out of 10, somewhere around there. Not bad. Actually, with ice, it actually is quite refreshing, but compared to many other lemonades out there, which probably don't have the botanicals and effectiveness this has, we had to bring it down just a notch. Still, not bad. You're not gonna not enjoy drinking this. It's just not gonna be the best lemonade you've ever had. Okay, now we get to mixability. This is where the product takes its biggest hit. probably due to all the botanicals in there. You know, when you have, you know, grams and grams of botanicals, they're not going to mix as well. But that said, it does not mix very well. You're going to get shit stuck to the sides of your shaker cup. The reason why it's not rated lower is because it actually doesn't clump. It's just the settling and shit that gets stuck to the sides of your shaker cup. You have to swish vigorously to make sure you get everything. And even then, you just find shit that's stuck on the sides. Not awful. It's not like it's going to clump, but you are going to notice shit at the bottom of your shaker top or glass or whatever when you're done drinking it. So that's the biggest hit. Let's get on to value. So as with all Morphogen nutrition products, you can get it for $48 directly from their website. Free shipping, of course. Coupon code INFORMANT saves you 10%. So you're getting this at a little above $2 per serving, 20 servings per tub, by the way. That's actually a fair deal for such a loaded product. It's actually one of the more fair $2 products that we've seen. For something that's so effective and so well formulated, we love it. Obviously not the cheapest. There are cheaper products out there that will certainly do quite well for just cardio or as a daily fat burner, or even as a pre-workout. Still, we feel it's a fair deal. You get what you pay for, especially in this one, and even a little more in our honest opinion. Of course, we can bring it down to the taste and mixability not being as great as some others, but there are reasons for that. It's a fair deal if you're willing to spend that much, and having a strong pre-cardio or just a daily fat burner is that important to you. Overall, Thermogen is an awesome product. Taste is all right, mixability isn't that great. Profile is like second to none pretty much. The effectiveness is absolutely awesome. Yeah, bathroom issues sometimes, but nothing too horrible. And the value is more than fair. Certainly worth trying at least once, like pretty much every product from Morphogen. For more info, be sure to check out the written review on the website. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also,